The North Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association is the nonprofit organization in our state that represents all components of the hospitality industry. We advocate for policies that help our industry advance, and that often involves research and messaging platforms and strategies to reach out to local, state, and national officials. We believe that a vibrant and united hospitality industry plays a vital role in powering North Carolina's economy. When I first joined NCRLA 7 years ago, I spent a lot of time listening to industry leaders. I traveled across the state, met with business owners and operators, and just listened to their concerns, things that were impediments to their business success. A recurring theme among those conversations was the ABC system. Some of those challenges were frankly unbelievable, that in the 21st century, our state and local governments were controlling alcohol in a way that just frankly didn't make a lot of business sense. So we began to talk about ways that we might affect change. We built strategies and messaging platforms. We did research, and we began to sort of eke away at a system that was, quite frankly, archaic. The first reform we made was a couple of years ago, and that was to pass the brunch bill, which allowed restaurant operators, mixed beverage, and ABC permittees across the state to sell alcohol beginning at 10 a.m. on Sunday. That was the first major step that we took forward. And then this past year, we passed additional reforms that did things like move the ABC stamp that used to be on the front of a liquor bottle to the back of the bottle. Again, made a little bit of sense in that bars are now more attractive because they don't have those ugly orange and yellow and green stickers on the front. Again, small steps, but progressive things that needed to be tackled. And then this year, we set forth to really put together a platform of significant change for our industry. There were several different bills running concurrently, but at the end of the day, we were able to pass Senate Bill 290, which really makes some significant changes for mixed beverage permittees in North Carolina.
The package of reforms that were passed in this session are some of the most sweeping reforms that we've seen in the General Assembly's history. Most of the laws on the books date back to 1937, when Prohibition was repealed, and very little has changed. And so sometimes it feels like moving a mountain, but the package of reforms that were passed this session included 26 items to bring our ABC control system into the 21st century, at least a little bit.
First and foremost, we can throw away those certified checks that our members used to have to take down to ABC warehouses and liquor stores. They can now order their alcohol online, and they can pay for that electronically. Second of all, we now have the opportunity for individual mixed beverage permittees to purchase a single bottle of liquor. Those, as our members know, can be quite expensive. They no longer have to order by the case. They can order an individual bottle of a very precious liquor that they find available.
For the first time, restaurants are now allowed to have a private label beer, so that if they want to cooperate with a brewery and create their very own specialty beer, put their name on it, and be the only ones to sell that, they're allowed to do that.
Delivery of alcohol is another significant advancement. Our members were having to send an employee, often with that certified check, to the ABC warehouse to pick up liquor in the trunk of their car. Again, really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And so we were able to appeal to lawmakers and say, it's a new day. We can place orders online, we can pay electronically, and why can't we have licensed drivers to make those deliveries just like they do for beer and wine and bread and milk and cheese? And so they agreed with us, and we were able to get that reform put in place.
For our restaurant members, it's really important for them that they serve local products, and that includes local beverages. So this new law allows for our restaurant members to more easily get an order from a North Carolina distillery. The ABC Commission now has to fulfill an order from a local distillery within 48 hours. If a restaurant wants it, they've got to fill the order. When I talk to restaurateurs, they tell me that this is what they sit around and gripe about. The liquor control system is so outdated, they can't get the products they want. And there's really no fixing it completely until we change the model. And that's why we've started this campaign called Free the Spirits. Folks can find out more about it at freethespiritsnc.com. Our existing relationships with folks like the Retail Merchants Association, with the Distillers Association of North Carolina, with the Distilled Spirits Council of the U.S., the Brewers Guild, the Wine Council, we all get together and work as a team. We've had a couple of incredible champions in the General Assembly when it comes to modernizing the alcohol control system. Representative Chuck McGrady and Senator Rick Gunn, along with some other legislators, have really stepped up to make common sense change that makes sense for business and also make sure that public safety is still a top priority.
So I'm particularly proud of our North Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association Government Affairs team. They have worked tirelessly this session on behalf of the industry. Frank Gray, Isabel Villa-Garcia, Margot Metzger have done a tremendous job, not only of advancing our interest at the State House, but also of engaging our members across the state, educating them and communicating with them about these important issues. Together, we're a pretty formidable voice, and we are making a real difference.